Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Sports Talk with me, Recap. What's going on, man? I hope you're having a blessed day. We're in New Jersey right now. Chilling in Jersey. With the family. So of course, I want to make sure that while you're watching this, please like, subscribe, and share. Man, this is free. I appreciate the love. We have a lot going on. With the NBA, Game 7. We have two Game 7 tomorrow, Sunday, versus the New York Knicks and the Indiana Pacers, which is a tough game for the Knicks. The Pacers, I know, of course, they started flat. They were down 0-2. They came back, they crawled back. Of course, you see Halliburton, all this team, Pascal Siakam, who's a veteran, who know what he's doing. And he's out there. The Knicks don't have a bench, right? And I've said this to my cousin. I've said this to a lot of Knicks fans. The New York Knicks don't have a bench. So when you don't have a bench, it's difficult for the team to actually do something. You know what I mean? It's difficult for the team to mesh together because you have Josh Hart, you have all those guys playing high minutes, right? When you're playing high minutes like that, so it's difficult. You're gonna get tired, injuries. Brunson, all those guys getting injured because of, again, when you're playing high minutes like that, so it's difficult, right? And then you also, of course, you have the Denver Nuggets, right? Playing Minnesota Timberwolves. Minnesota, they came out firing. They give everything they had in game 1 and 2, and they flatline ever since. Of course, they were able to come in to tie the series. They were able to come in to tie the series, 3-3 to take it to Game 7. You know what I mean? To take it to Game 7, but that's a tough matchup, as well. So both team playing for Game 7, right? You have both team Game 7. The Denver Nuggets. I'm going back home. By the way, I want to say this, right? You had the a couple minutes left in the game. Or the Denver team left the court. But when LeBron did it, it was an uproar. Everybody went crazy. You know what I mean? But hey, that's whatever. But anyway, what I mean? Looking at it with going to Denver, right? Going to Denver for Minnesota. I think to me they played better at Denver than they do at home. And it was crazy the entire season. They had the season, they had the home court locked down, right? They had the home court locked down. So that was a different situation for them. They love the atmosphere over there. I'm not saying it's similar. I'm not gonna say that the atmosphere there in Denver is similar to Minnesota, but they're used to that cold, that high altitude. You know what I mean? So to see them playing, and I'm sorry, man. For people who people saying that, there's a lot of people saying that Woody Goldberg is a defensive player of the year. Woody Goldberg is not a defensive player of the year. I'm sorry, right? I am sorry. He's not a defensive player of the year. He looked weak, right? He looked weak. There's no defense. There's nothing there. And that's why like they stopped giving. Since I would say since 2007. 2007, both the MVP and Defensive Player of the Year, I don't give I don't give crap about it, right? Because again, the people voting for these things. There's no way that I think that I'm not saying Sabonis should have won, you know what I mean? But when you look at this, there were other players who were better than Woody Goldberg. I think that they went in. They were giving those trophies away. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. That's what it is. There was nothing that showed that they were defensive player of the year or anything like that. So it is what it is. But but tomorrow, Game 7. I think that, of course, Denver came out flat. They lost by 45 points. When a team beats you by 45 points, You know, man, it's demoralizing. It showed that they came in, they punch you in the mouth, which is exactly what Minnesota. Well, not the. It's more Woody Gobert, not Woody Gobert, Anthony Edwards. You know, that came in that he dropped 27 points. But when you look at Woody Gobert, didn't do anything. You know what I mean? He didn't do anything. So it's similar to the Knicks. Having not having a deep bench, right? I'm not saying Minnesota don't have a bench, but who else is gonna score? You expect your big three to give you, you expect your big three to come in to give you high numbers, big numbers, and it was nothing like that, right? It was nothing like that. So they didn't do much. Right? I didn't get anything from they didn't get anything from them. You're a defensive player of the year. You got to come in and play high minutes, not just the high minutes, but you got to perform. And there was nothing like that there. You know what I mean? So, and I'm watching that game. I'm telling you, Denver, they realizing that because people were saying that they're the tough guy. They're that. It's like having a bully, right? I'm still a little under the weather, so I'm clearing my throat, here and there. I'm not gonna edit. I'm keeping it raw. You know what I mean? But anyway, you know, um, what I'm saying is, it's like having a bully, and a bully, because you don't want to fight. The bully's constantly coming at you, right? Coming at you, and trying to, attack you, trying to do stuff, smacking you around, and then you're not trying to fight because you're not trying to get in trouble. Because all your parents tell you all the time, hey, stay out of trouble, stay out of trouble. You don't want to get that phone call to do anything like that. You don't want to get in trouble. But at some point, you're gonna stop getting bullied. You're not gonna keep getting bullied. You're gonna do something about it. And I think that's exactly what you do when you're facing the bully. You punch them in the mouth. When they talking, they coming at you, bop. You punching them out. I remember, a quick story. I think I was like 8, 9 years old. 8, 9 years old in Haiti. I remember, in class, because school in Haiti are a little bit different, right? When the teachers call every kid to go on the board when they get problems, like whether it's math problem, whatever, they give an answer before the teacher say, hey, this is what the answer is. They have multiple, but you could tell who's getting the right answers. If you're getting the wrong answers, while you there, the teacher's popping you with the, you know what I mean? You'd be lucky if it's a belt. What, you know what I mean? So that's what it is. You'd be lucky if it's a belt. What they have is, they put a stick and animal skin, they twist it like they do braids, and they put it in water. That thing is wet. You know what I mean? So and you getting whooped. So that and so you make sure. So kids in Haiti, they studying, bro. They don't play these games. You know what I mean? But anyway, so they called this kid. I forgot his name. That was a long time. But they called this kid to do the problem. He couldn't do it, and the teacher called me up, and I went in and I did the problem, and all the kids started laughing at him because he couldn't do it. So he was mad at me. Now I didn't laugh at him. He was mad at me because they laughed at him. And he made a lot of gestures towards me. I turned around to make sure he wasn't talking to me, but he was talking to me. I was scared as hell. You know what I mean? I was 8, 9 years old. The kid must have been like 13, 14. He was left back. We just happened to be in the same class, and he told me he was gonna beat me up after school. And trust me, it was that school hours, man. It was terrible for me. It was a terrible moment. Watching the clock. The clock was moving so fast. Lunchtime, I couldn't eat. I was sweating out. Man, it was a terrible moment, right? And after school, cause that kid, he beat up everybody, and I know, because he's 13, 14. I'm 8 and 9 years old. I know he's gonna beat me up. You know what I mean? So I'm outside. I try to drag my feet. You know what I mean? But there was no escape. Everybody was outside waiting for that fight, cause he, like I said, he fought everybody, beat everybody except me. We never got there. But he figured, hey, since I had to be in his damn list, And you know what? I closed my eyes. You know, I was hearing all the swinging he was doing. You know, and I was like, man, I was just getting ready for just for him. I'm saying, you know what? Let him hit me and maybe knock me out and leave me alone. And I had my eyes closed, but then I opened my eyes. He's walking towards me, and you know that fighter in me, man, the Aries in me. You know what I mean? I'm in Aries. That Aries in me was like, oh hell no, not today. So as he's coming toward me, pop. You know what I mean? I punch him in the mouth, and he stumbled, right? He stumbled. He went down. And listen, I had two choices: jump on him and pounce on him. Like I said, I was probably 8 and 9. He's 13 and 14. So you already overpower me. So if I go and pounce on him, he's gonna get me at some point and beat me up, right? So he's down, man. I took off running, right? Hey, man, I'm running. I ran. I'm not gonna lie, I ran. He's running after me, but I was always fast. At 46, man, I'm still fast. You know, man, I'm faster than all my kids right now, man. You know what I mean? And I can still run a 4.4 with no problem, with my eyes closed. You know what I mean? So my sons, my daughter, man, I'm still here. You know, I told the kids, man, that I don't have to be in my 70s for them to beat me in any form. In any form. That's right. Sports talk, man. Like, subscribe, and share. That's what we do. But anyway, you know what I mean? I took off running. He's running behind me. You know what I mean? I ran, and he couldn't catch me. And finally, I saw my brothers, and when I turned around, he was gone. My brother was able to come in, to help with that. You know what I mean? But they came back to the school looking for him, and he wasn't there. You know what I mean? But still, and I never seen that kid, that guy again. You know what I mean? But anyway, so that's what it is. When you facing a bully, you know what I mean? As long as you punch that bully in the mouth, then stuff gonna change. You punch that bully in the mouth, and which is exactly. I'm sorry for a lot of you guys. You probably said, dude, why are you telling this story right now? It's okay. You know what I mean? If some of you might relate, some of you might not. But what I'm just saying is, once you punch a bully in the mouth, you know what I mean? They're gonna be stunned. They have nothing for you, which is exactly what Minnesota did, game 1 and game 2 to Denver. But Denver woke up, right? Yes. You know what I mean? Of course, Minnesota Timberwolves punched him in the mouth, right? They punched him in the mouth. What Minnesota did that I didn't do. That's why I put the story there. I'm just saying, when you look at a bully's bigger than you, whatever, you got an opportunity to knock him out. Don't go in there trying to pounce, no. Get out of there. You did your part already. You know what I mean? You hurt them, whatever, get out of there. Right? And that's what, when Minnesota, of course, knock out Denver game 1 and game 2, they figure, oh, we won the NBA Finals. And they try to jump on them, but Denver was bigger. Denver came back. They went in their home. Game 3, game 4, punch them in the mouth. You know what I mean? So game 5, punch them in the mouth. So game 6, you able to, you went to keep it. Denver could have closed it out. But again, they didn't. They lost by 45 points. So now tomorrow game 7. So I want to see. It's gonna be a tough matchup. It's about who wanted more. That's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be a matchup for who wanted more. So the team that wanted more gonna come in and win this game. You know what I mean? To go face OKC. You know what I mean? They waiting. You know what I mean? They waiting. You know what I mean? So we're gonna see that. And the Knicks with the Pacers, with the way it's looking right now, I don't see the Knicks coming out against 7. They got their heart taken out for them. They choked. They remind me of when the Knicks, was it 94, 92 or 94? I could be wrong, but you can look at that with Reggie Miller. The Knicks were up. It was a couple seconds left on the clock. Reggie Miller scored 11 points to beat the Knicks, and he did the choke. He did the choke sign. And watching the game the other night, there was a kid in the stand doing the same. Sports talk, what's up, man? They doing the same thing, choking, man. I was like, yo, this is crazy, man. It's deja vu, man, for the Knicks. But like I said, but the Knicks don't have they don't have a bench to be able to do that. They top heavy. They're in the same boat with the Phoenix Suns. You know what I mean? Of course, you give up the house. You do everything you can. You don't have a supporting cast. You don't have a bench that could help you. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. Not having the bench, not able to do certain things to be able to combat the impact that's coming in. The guy like Pascal Siakam that could come in. Like I said, Pascal Siakam is a veteran. Having a veteran present on that team to be able to determine how the game gonna dictate. Hey, let's slow it down. They up or down to do that. They were firing from all cylinders. The Knicks tried to come back, but it was just too late. You know what I mean? It was too late. Time wasn't on their end, on their side on the other day, and that's what it was. You know what I mean? Looking at the Knicks, if you had Randall, they win the game. If Randall was there, there's a lot of Knicks fans hearing that want Randall to be traded. Calm down, bro. That is your best player. Well, second best player with Brunson, whatever. But hey, you got to give OG, all those guys. You got to give him a contract. Are you gonna give him a contract, or is he gonna work in free agency? And that's the thing. And I think that sometimes guys leave after they have success somewhere else on the team. They leave after they have success on the team. They leave to go. They're elected to go somewhere else for more money, and then they struggle because the systems it fit, right? If you look at Michael Jordan wasn't winning before Phil Jackson triangle offense, right? That triangle offense is a system that give Phil Jackson 6 championships with Chicago. Then he went to the Lakers. He elevate the triangle offense, right? It's like you have a cover 2 defense, but you have temper 2 defense. The temper 2, the cover 2 is the same. It's the same thing, but you add couple stuff. You add couple stuff. They upgrade certain things, which is what what the triangle offense was, and they won 5 championships there and with the Lakers. You know what I mean? So that system, you know what I mean? It fit pretty well for a lot of people, and which is why I tell people, if you look at, you can't compare, comparing Jordan to LeBron James, it's not a fair comparison, because in my opinion, LeBron left Jordan in the dust a long time ago, right? Jordan wasn't winning before Scottie Pippen and Phil Jackson and Dennis Rodman. LeBron James never been in a system he never had that type of system, effective system. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. And who's been a veteran coach? Can you imagine LeBron James with Phil Jackson? You know what I mean? So LeBron never had that. He never had a coach because he was the one. He had, he was a coach. He was a coach. He was a center. He was a point guard. He was, he was a coach. He was a center, power forward, small forward, point guard, 2 guard. He was all of the above. So everything you could think of, that's him. Right? He's on the court, whatever. Now, as a fan who loves sports, right? Who love all sports, you know what I mean? When I'm watching the basketball, watching LeBron James, and of course I'm telling him, yo, go and attack the basket. But I'm forgetting that LeBron's 39 years old. The guy's almost 40. When I'm outside of my house playing basketball with my kids, you know what I mean? So I know that it's different. Like if I'm playing with Rical Jr., you know what I mean? He's bigger. Not bigger than me, though. You know what I mean? Not bigger than me. I'm 305. I'm just saying he's bigger than Michelson. He's bigger than the other kids, of course. So when we playing, I'm playing him differently because he's stronger than them, right? So does he have the same physical strength that I do? No. But he is strong, right? He's a 20-year-old kid. You know what I mean? We'll just eat, sleep, and lift weight. You know what I mean? But hey, we're still holding our own over here. We still good. You know what I mean? So of course, I gotta make sure that my 305 pound frame, he's gonna feel all of that. I'm gonna play him differently than I'm playing. I'm gonna slow the game down. You know what I mean? So playing Michelson is a different thing. So when I'm playing him, of course I'm gonna play him with more finesse. I'm just what I mean. I might just do a couple stuff. You know what I mean? But still, I'm just saying the game's different. So looking at I can't expect the same thing from LeBron James, the Miami LeBron James, the prime LeBron James, to this LeBron James now. He might give you a flash here and there, but then he's gonna get tired, so he's not the same thing. You know what I mean? But anyway, man, I'm super excited for the Game 7 coming in, right? I'm super excited for Game 7 to see I would love to for you know what I mean? I would love to see Minnesota come out there and for Minnesota to face OKC. That's a great matchup. Two young team, and OKC wasn't like if you know what I mean. Which is why I told a lot of people to to do that. You know what I mean? But anyway, man, let me bring Joel over here to come to talk a little bit more. Come on the camera, man.
Hello, everyone. My name is Joel.
Yeah, what's good, man?
I just feel like this series is very interesting. We got both, series going to Game 7.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of tension, a lot of, energy.
Right.
This is what we love,
Right.
So the playoffs right now is, it's amazing.
Of course.
What team do you think is gonna win?
I mean, right now, looking at I want the Knicks. I want the Knicks to beat the Pacers, but I don't think that they're gonna be able to do that because the Knicks don't have a bench, right? They don't have a bench.
A lot of injuries.
Yeah, a lot of injuries. So having all of that, so so it is difficult to for that matchup because they don't have that bench because Josh Hart, all those guys playing the high minutes.
Yeah, they're all injured.
They're all
injured.
Yes.
DiVincenzo is probably the only one.
You know what I mean?
3 that's
right.
not injured. Yeah.
But he can't carry the team like that because the Pacers have a lot of they have a lot of firepower.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then full squad. Pascal Siakam was saying that as a true veteran who's been there, he's done this before. He's able to dictate how the game goes. You see, the other night when they beat the Knicks, with him as a veteran, when the guys were just going and he's able to slow the game down.
Yeah.
For them. So you need that veteran presence to be able to tell you, hey, slow it down because the Knicks couldn't score.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So but even though I would love the Knicks to win, but I'm looking at it, realistically, they can't beat Boston. You know what I mean? So it will be a clean sweep.
You never know.
Now,
Look at the Timberwolves right now with Denver. They got them in Game 7.
Yes, but the Wolves, the Timberwolves, if you look at it, right, Game 1 and 2, I was telling a story that when you face a bully, you got to punch him in the mouth, right?
Yeah.
You got to punch him in the mouth, and then and show people that that's it. They're just paper champion, right?
Yeah.
Denver throughout the season, they were feared, right?
Yeah.
They beat the Lakers, not because they beat the Lakers. Lakers beat themselves. They didn't have the help.
Yeah.
D'Lo's trash. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Austin Reeves trash. Didn't do much. I think both of those guys should be traded.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which they will be traded. You hearing it here first? Oh my God, I'm drawing blank, man. He's with the Cavs. Oh my God.
Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell. Yeah. Yes. Donovan Mitchell will be. He's gonna be traded to the Lakers.
You think so?
He's being traded to the Lakers. You know what I mean? Listen,
I'm a Lakers fan, so if that happens, I'm for it.
You know what I mean? You saw LeBron James was in the house.
Yeah.
That was a message, by the way, for the Lakers to let Lakers know, hey, you know what I mean? This is the guy. So this is what he does. He, heavily recruited. But I don't want to get off track. What I'm saying is with Denver, right? Game 1 and Game 2, Minnesota came in and punched them in the mouth.
They're hungry.
Right. When they punch them, because if you look at it, they play better in Denver than they do in Minnesota.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. They punch them in the mouth game 1 and game 2. It's like if you fighting a bully, right? Let's say, I was telling sorry that when I was 8 and 9 years old, there was a bully that was like 13 and 14. He got left back several times. We were in the same class, right? And he wanted to fight me, you know what I mean? And I punched him in the mouth. I was scared as hell. But I punch him in the mouth. I knock him out. He stumbled. Well, not I didn't knock him out, but he stumbled. I had 2 choices: go on him, pounce on him, but then eventually, he's gonna get up and whoop me, right? Mm-hmm. So I ran, right? So I'm just saying, what Denver did, what Minnesota did, Minnesota punched him in the mouth, but they didn't, they should have kept on. They could have closed it out over there. They didn't do that.
I mean, they saved themselves in games 6.
Yeah.
They had to. They had to put their foot down. If they didn't, it would have been bad for them.
Right, but if you look at it, right, if you had someone in Denver, like the role players, at least score 10 points, they would have won the game because Rudy Goldberg's trash. He didn't do anything.
Yeah. But he's defensive player of the year. They need him.
Yeah, but he didn't even do anything. Man. He's not.
I mean, he helps on defense.
Yeah, that's why he's even. That's why I said, since 2007, the defensive player of the year, the MVP. I never, care for that. I think it's, because it's people who just, you know what I mean. But anyway, but those games, what do you think, man?
I really thought that Denver was done.
Right.
But they started getting themselves together. I'm getting rhythm. The role players, chipping in.
Right.
You got Jamal Murray putting up good, big numbers.
Right.
Coming in clutch. Jokic is Jokic. He's going to do what he does every night.
Right, of course, yeah.
He's going to assist. He's going to score. He's going to rebound. He's going to do whatever it takes to win.
Right.
And I've noticed with him, he's starting to play more aggressively. He's starting to dunk more. You don't ever see him dunk.
Right. And that was very surprising, too.
It was like, 2-3 dunks in the last, 2 games?
Right.
So I see him, I see them taking it serious now. They just, when you someone's not better than you, so you play mediocre.
Of course.
So I feel like that's how it was at the beginning of the series. And they're starting to bring up, their momentum because they know that this team has potential to win.
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards he's a hell of a player. He gets better and better every year. So I feel like, they just need to just keep their foot on the pedal. If they don't, Minnesota's going to come and take it from them. They're young and hungry. So I feel like anyone that's going against the NBA champions, they're going to play their heart out.
Of course. But now, if you look at the matchup, right, who would be a better matchup for OKC? You think Minnesota or Denver? Because Denver looked wounded because coming out of this series, right? They look wounded. Where OKC is a strong, is a young team, high octane team. Because nobody thought even before the season started, no one thought that OKC was even maybe the play-in tournament. You know what I mean? Yeah. I didn't think that they'll be. Number one team in the NBA, in the West. We all know Boston was gonna do their thing, but but who do you think who will be a better matchup? Denver or Minnesota?
I feel like if Denver plays them, they're gonna wash them. Denver's gonna wash them for sure.
Why you say that?
I just feel like. I don't know. Denver's a really good team. Even when they're down, they find a way to come back. Even if they lose a couple games, they're gonna come back, fight you. They've been doing this for years in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
You can't really, just. I don't know. You can't just really leave Denver and they're gonna lose. They're gonna win. You gotta pay attention to them.
Now, when you look at OKC, right? The whole team, they play for each other.
Play together, yeah.
Right, they play together. You know what I mean? So you already know that. Okay, where they gonna be. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's the thing that Denver had that. I saw that togetherness last year. Yeah. Right, but they lost a lot of players.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? They lost a lot of players. They didn't resign. Yeah, right. So they're not the same team now, but I'm seeing OKC the same way. They already know where each other's gonna be whenever there's a lob, whatever it is, they already know where each other's gonna be. I understand, that, based on their sets, based on the how they line up, you know what I mean? How they, whatever. But still, that's gonna be a tough thing. But But I would love to see Minnesota. Minnesota's more energy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Team. So, but I don't know. Because I said, you want to see good basketball. You know what I mean? I don't want team to be swept. You want to see good basketball going to game 7. Two giants fighting together. That's more something I want to see.
I'm not saying they're gonna get washed.
Right,
I feel like they have a great squad.
Right.
SGA, we got Jalen Williams, we got Chet.
And SGA should have
young player.
He should have won. He should have won the MVP.
Right? Yeah.
Right. He should have won the MVP. But of course, like I said,
favors are gonna go to Jokic.
Yeah. The sports writers, all those guys. You know what I mean? The broadcasters who vote. You know what I mean? And those guys, of course, they're gonna pick Joker, which is crazy, but. Because they finally have somebody that represent them, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? That's what it is. Yeah.
That's definitely what it is.
That's what it is. Yeah.
They tired of seeing black faces. So
yeah. You know what I mean? But
he's a great player, though.
He's a great player. I'm not taking that from him. He's a great player. I think that when they give the MVP to Joel Embiid, that was his MVP.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He deserved that then, because if you look at the first MVP, I think his team was, because MVP is based on what you've done individually and how good your team is. When he won the first MVP, I think they were number 6 or number 8 or whatever they were. Yeah. Number 6 or 7. Right? The second MVP, you know what I mean? They weren't the number 1 team either.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. I stopped focusing on those defensive player of the year and the MVPs since 2007 because of when I look at it, when they give Derrick Rose the MVP, you know what I mean? I didn't think he deserved that over LeBron James. When they give is it Marc Gasol, they give him the MVP, defensive player of the year, and he didn't even make first team NBA. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because every coaches voted LeBron James as the defensive player of the year, but those the sports writers, whatever. So that's what, from that moment, and I look at it, they stopped giving LeBron James the MVP and the defensive player of the year because of course. Michael Jordan didn't like that because he dictated all that stuff.
No matter how, I feel like no matter how good you are in the season, it always whoever like the general office or like the people higher up in the NBA, they're gonna determine who gets the MVP at the end of the day.
Yeah, but I think the NBA should take away similar to football. Players vote, you know what I mean? Players or coaches, whatever, vote for that, your MVP. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I don't think they should give it to the sports writers, but I know that the NBA want that people to be included, but I don't think that it have anything to do with the NBA, the MVP, to have these guys who, I'm not saying they don't know basketball, but they don't play ball. You know what I mean? To understand, what it is. You're giving it to some, it's more of a popularity contest. You're giving it to who you like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So not because of anything. The same way when Jordan was getting all those MVPs, but Akeem Olajuwon was a better player. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, you still young to remember all that stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. But that's what it is, man. But now we look at we look at the West. The West. You said who you pick for the West?
I'm not really sure. I think my options are pretty open right now.
Pretty open right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What about the East? Because like I said. To be honest with you, I don't see, because of the bench, the not having a bench at all, and with all those players playing high minutes, I don't see the Knicks passing the Pacers.
Oh.
Right? I don't see them passing the Pacers, because the Pacers are better. Are the Pacers a better team? You know what I mean?
The Knicks had a really great season.
Yes.
And so has the Indiana Pacers.
Yes.
So I think that series is just perfect.
Yeah.
It just comes to like whoever's the best team at the end of the day. Game 7, which today or tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow. It's tomorrow.
Right?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah. They got watched last game. I didn't like the way they were playing.
Right.
I feel like they don't know how to close out.
Yes.
When it's crucial.
That's what I'm saying. So because both team, that's what I'm saying. Both team, the Knicks and Minnesota, both of them had they were up 2-0.
Yeah.
Right. At the moment they should have stumped on their neck and end it.
Yeah, just
but they didn't do it. You know what I mean? They were playing, vanilla basketball, no defense. You know what I mean? So it wasn't there. So I don't know, but I don't see the Knicks. The way they're limping right now, I don't see them going against Boston because when you have Tatum and Brown, those guys are
they're too good.
too good.
Yeah.
What's his name? The center for Boston.
Snaps.
Porzingis. Yeah, he's out. He's gonna be out. I think for 2 games or the series. He might be out for, because he's hurt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's not. I don't see either the Knicks or
taking out the Celtics.
yeah, I don't see them taking out the Celtics because
Celtics too
it's
good.
they're too good. You know what I mean? Now Tatum could be Tatum and come back to playoff Tatum and then don't do squat like he did last year. You know what I mean? So you will have to hope for something like that.
I've heard that their new game plan, they're trying to, subtract more of a responsibility of one player taking on the toll. They want to spread it out to everybody.
Right.
So instead of a player like okay, Jason Tatum has 40 one night, they want everyone to evenly have points, so it's spread out. So they're all playing sports like team basketball.
Yeah, I mean, you need that. You need, you know what I mean. You need, because it's gonna be boring if what I mean. If you
just got one player.
Yeah, which is why you see why Kobe transitioned his game to incorporate the team to play team basketball instead of individual basketball, because individual basketball don't win. You know what I mean?
I think it's working though. I
Yeah.
don't know. They're gonna keep trying, but it could be their year, it could not be their year.
Right. I mean, hey, what I mean. So we'll see what happens, man.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Hey, man, but appreciate you stopping by.
No problem.
You know what I mean? Hey, Sports Talk.
Yes,
Hey, you know what I mean? While you here, man, like, subscribe, and share. It's free. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all free, man. Tell them, man, it's free.
You gotta subscribe, man.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's the only way the channel gonna grow, man. Listen, we have 7.95 billion people in the world, right? 7.95 billion people in the world. Right now, like last time I checked the census, that was 2023. We have 4 billion men. We have 3.95 billion women. Right? Before it was different, but it was more women than men. But now it's changed. But 7.95 billion people. I'm trying to get half of that, man.
All you gotta do is subscribe, like. You can comment even if you want.
Right. I don't care what you say, man.
Love.
I don't care what you say. You know what I mean?
Love.
You can tell me, Rico, I don't like this video. I'm gonna say, man, thank you. What's
At least you give it a view.
That's right. You know what I mean? Like
That's all it takes.
Subscription is what? Subscription is free. Right?
Absolutely.
Liking is free. You know what I mean? Share the video. You know what I mean? All that stuff is free, man. You know what I mean? So hey, while you here, man, again, I appreciate you being here. You know what I mean? You watching this. This is great. But while you're here, man, like, subscribe, and share. Peace out, man. Sports Talk. All right.